Okay, first, on the FBI's most wanted list, Osama bin Laden is not charged with the crimes of 9/11. When I called the FBI to ask them why this was the case, they replied, "There's not enough evidence to link bin Laden to the crime scene." I later discovered he had never even been indicted by the DOJ.
Okay, so you said 10, next.
Number 2, FBI translator Sybil Edmonds was dismissed and gagged by the DOJ after she revealed that the government had foreknowledge of plans to attack American cities using planes as bombs as early as April 2001. In August of '09, Mrs. Edmonds broke the federal gag order and testified under oath that Osama bin Laden, Al-Qaeda and the Taliban were all working for and with the CIA up until the day of 9/11.
Very interesting, carry on.
Number 3, the following is a quote from Mayor Giuliani during an interview on 9/11 with Peter Jennings for ABC News. "I went down to the scene, and we set up headquarters at 75 Barclay Street, which was right there with the police commissioner, the fire commissioner, the head of emergency management, and we were operating out of there when we were told that the World Trade Center was going to collapse. And it did collapse before we could actually get out of the building, so we were trapped in the building for 10-15 minutes, and finally found an exit and got out, walked north, and took a lot of people with us, who told him this." To this day, this question remains unanswered, completely ignored and emphatically denied by Mayor Giuliani on several public occasions.
Wow, please continue.
Number 4, in April 2004, USA Today reported, in the years before the September 11th attacks, the North American Aerospace Defense Command conducted exercises simulating what the White House says was unimaginable at the time: hijacked airliners use it as weapons to crash into targets and cause mass casualties. One of the targets was the World Trade Center. Number 5, on September 12, 2007, CNN's Anderson Cooper 360 feet reported that the mysterious white plane, spotted and videotaped by multiple media outlets, flying in restricted airspace over the White House shortly before 10 a.m. on the morning of 9/11. Was in fact the Air Force's E-4B, a specially modified Boeing 747 with the communications pod behind the cockpit, otherwise known as the Doomsday Plane. Though fully aware of the event, the 9/11 Commission did not deem the appearance of the military plane to be of any interest, and did not include it in the final 9/11 Commission report.
Go on.
Number 6, 3 F-16s assigned to Andrews Air Force Base, 10 miles from Washington, D.C., are conducting training exercises in North Carolina, 207 miles away as the first plane crashes into the WDC. Even at significantly less than their top speed of 1,500 miles per hour, they could still have defended the skies over Washington well before 9 a.m., more than 37 minutes before Flight 77 crashes into the Pentagon. However, they did not return until after 9:55 a.m. Andrews AFB had no armed fighters on alert and ready to take off on the morning of 9/11.
Let me guess, 7.
Number 7, WDC Building 7. Watch the video of its collapse.
Number 7, WDC Building 7. That was fast.
Number 8, Flight 93 is the fourth plane to crash on 9/11 at 10:03 a.m. Vice President Cheney only gives shoot-down orders at 10:10 to 10:20 a.m. and this is not communicated to NORAD until 28 minutes after Flight 93 has crashed. Fueling further suspicion on this front is the fact that 3 months before the attacks of 9/11, Dick Cheney usurped control of NORAD, and therefore he, and no one else on planet Earth, had the power to call for military sorties on the hijacked airliners on 9/11. He did not exercise that power. 3 months after 9/11, he relinquished command of NORAD and returned it to military operation.
I'm listening.
Number 9, scores of mainstream news outlets reported that the FBI conducted an investigation of at least 5 of the 9/11 hijackers being trained at U.S. military flight schools. Those investigations are now sealed and need to be declassified.
We are having trouble getting the Congress to investigate the FBI.
Number 10, in 2004, New York firefighters Mike Belloni and Nicholas D. Macy went public to say they had found the black boxes at the World Trade Center, but were told to keep their mouths shut by FBI agents. Nicholas D. Macy said that he escorted federal agents on an all-terrain vehicle in October 2001 and helped them locate the devices, a story backed up by rescue volunteer Mike Belloni.
Well, we are transparent now, so we will get to the bottom of all this, if it is the last thing we do. There are only 2 kinds of government. One the people are in charge of, and the other where the government is in charge. This truth you bring will be the end of war. Thank you very much for the information. Imagine love, light and truth.